Yes. All right. We are live on YouTube. How is everybody doing today? How's everyone today? How's your day going? ¿Cómo estás? Hello. Ah, man. I got to tell you, folks, I feel amazing today. And I've been feeling more amazing lately than ever before. And today is day 11 of the 30-day life-changing positivity challenge. And I'll tell you, I'm just feeling the groove. Hey, Scotty Unchained 2.0 is here. NCS Queen is here. California Forward Outdoors is here. I talked to my lady after she went to her meeting earlier today. Hey, Coach Eli, how are you? Talked to my lady like an hour before the show after her meeting ended, and I think she might have taken a nap. Maybe she'll pop on in. She's been working very, very hard to make our move happen. Not going to be seeing her this weekend because she stayed, several days more than normally. The last time around, she came to stay with me, right? I went to pick her up. So her and I are going to probably see each other on Monday or Tuesday. And she's probably going to spend the rest of the week with me. And we're going to continue to bring you folks some great content. Plus, my lady. Here's the thing. To people that are wondering, what's been going on with my lady's work. And let me just hang on a second because I got some people coming. I don't want to be too loud. Let me just show you the beautiful sun. It is Friday. Lots of people get off work early on Fridays, and then you just hit this trail. I try to come out here in the afternoon to just, not run into as many people because it gets distracting, when you're trying to do a show, right? Not trying to be selfish, it just gets distracting. And yeah, Fridays in the afternoon are like the busiest times on this trail. Those meetings can be exhausting sometimes. Yeah, I get where you're coming from on that. She actually really, really loves these meetings. Coach Eli, the AA meetings. They've been very therapeutic to her. I go to the ones with her when she's in my area. And I'll tell you, it's like just a bunch of good people that have turned their lives around or are in progress of turning their lives around and sharing their stories. And I just love hearing people's stories because it's like when you go to an AA meeting, it's like a personal development meeting at the same time. Like that's what I love about it, But yeah, no, she gets up early to feed her dogs and let them out to, let's just be proper and say go potty, right? And then once she's awake, or she sleeps in and out. So I think once she finalizes her move, with me, it'll be a little bit easier. I'll be able to help take care of the dogs and, give her a break. We can do that stuff together. They're always great, but confronting your demons can be exhausting. Of course, hey, the ghost of Whoosh Whoosh. How you doing, bro? Welcome to the show, man. Welcome. How you doing, man? It's been great to see you around these necks of the wood lately. Yeah, did you pop in last night on the late night show, The Ghost of Whoosh Whoosh? I think you did. You popped in on one of the shows from the studio. I can't remember. Yeah, I think you were saying. I think you came on in. Oh, hey, look who's here. The Donnie Shaw experience. Coach, how are you? Hey, how you doing, man? Is this the same channel that you've always had or a different channel? Yeah, I don't know what happened to you, man. I know you've been busy. You've had a lot of things to take care of with work and your past relationship. I think you were married, if I remember correctly. Your past marriage, and you just been focusing on bettering yourself, rebuilding yourself. No, and you went, oh, okay, cool. I came in at the end. It sounded like a bunch of people were mad at you. Well, the ghost of whoosh whoosh. I'm gonna actually. I'm glad you asked that because today's topic, regarding day 11 of the 30-day life-changing positivity challenge, is gonna coincide with what you just asked, and the topic is think logically, not emotionally, and that goes for both men and women. Yes, women, you're included in this as well, despite the fact that women typically respond to everything emotionally first based on how they're feeling in the present moment. That's just biology. That's how women have always been. But in this modern world of women being liberated, it's a little different. And I'll explain that more, right? Also, if you're on social media, YouTube, or any other social media platform, and let's say you do reaction videos to other creators, whether you're a man or a woman, your reaction should be based on critical thought and logic and reasoning. And there are a lot of great female content creators that do put logic and reasoning into their videos, despite the fact it's not their typical natural biological essence. But then you get, some women that just let their emotions out, and it doesn't matter what you say. Those types of women will respond to everything emotionally, maybe because they've probably experienced similar situations that you may be discussing, right? And I understand that. I totally get it, right? Everybody has their past demons, their past trauma, etc., right? But I'll tell you, it's interesting, the ghost of whoosh whoosh. My opinion about, the Gabby Petito story and all that, I've gotten a lot of positive feedback on it behind the scenes. And the negative feedback that I've gotten were from comments in my comments section that were held for review. and, and and I'm sure it was people that haven't liked me for a while attacking me. So, again, I just, deleted them. I hid the user from channel. I banned them before it can even be made public. So, I'm all for critical thought. I'm all for people sharing their opinions. But if you're going to respond to myself or any other creator regarding something that we say or do, respond to us based, again, on critical thought and use logic and reasoning to justify your response. Because if you don't, then all you're doing is just, lashing out emotionally. And that's not, I wouldn't consider that a response. I'd consider that, a reaction. Right? Yeah, you call them reaction videos, but reaction videos are supposed to be done in a way that makes sense, right? Because if you just react to somebody emotionally, then you're just, you're just reacting. You're not putting any thought into it, right? Sorry, Don, you got timed out by Nightbot. When I verify your channel, when I'm in the studio, I'll moderate it. Happy Veterans Day, NGC says. Hey, yeah, that's right. It's Veterans Day today. Happy Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day, everyone. We've got 8 people here, 7 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out on your community tab. Share it out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, even Twitter. It's still around for now. Twitter's still going for now, somehow. Instagram, LinkedIn, Reddit, all great places to share this out if you have a group of people out there that you feel would benefit from positive and uplifting content that will help you get a better grip on your life, so that way you can all accomplish whatever your heart's desire personally and professionally. Yeah, it's a nice day today. It's about 60 degrees, but it's just beautiful. Beautiful day. The ghost of whoosh whoosh. I read Twitter's engagement is at an all-time high after Elon bought it. Well, it's at an all-time high for now. The ghost of whoosh whoosh. But everyone's saying that, and I agree with them, that he spent too much money on it. Twitter's valuation is somewhere probably around 20 billion, if that. Maybe 25 at the most, but most people are saying no one should have paid more than 20 billion for Twitter. Musk paid 44 billion, borrowed a lot of that money from banks, and now there are banks. This is what I'm hearing. I didn't even know this. I thought Musk flat out pulled out 44 billion out of his net worth of 221 billion and just bought it outright cash, but he didn't. You know why? Because when you borrow money for a business and you file bankruptcy, that does not affect your personal assets. See, this guy is a game player, right? This is like, and there's nothing illegal about it. It's, to me, the way he's doing it is morally wrong, morally and ethically wrong. That's what he's doing, right? And they've lost a lot of sponsors, right? They try to do this $8, a month, premium plan to have longer uploads and then automatically get a verified blue check mark by your name, which devalued that check mark for people that have had it genuinely for years, right? And now they suspend that program like a couple days after they launched it. This dude's like a loose cannon. He's all over the place. He is. It's obvious Elon has his own plans for Twitter. I watched a video all about someone's idea of his real plans for Twitter. Yeah, he's probably going to dissolve it and start something new. Because I don't think the way he's doing it now is going to sustain Twitter. If they just kept running Twitter the way it was being run by the former executives and team, they could have built Twitter to a 40, 50, or even $100 billion a year business down the road. It would take a while to get there. YouTube's not even there yet. But they could build it to that level over the next 10 to 20 years. I'll tell you this. YouTube's a $20 billion company. Over the next 5 to 10 years, they will be a $100 billion company. Because YouTube is smart. They keep making the right moves and they keep finding ways to monetize things and keep creators happy with their monetization program. Yeah, a lot of people complain about YouTube, but YouTube is doing everything right. Yeah. Do some people get removed every now and then that don't like it, right? It happens, but I'll even tell you this. The ghost of whoosh whoosh. People on YouTube YouTube's been very, very lax lately with community guidelines and monetized channels. There are a lot of people that blatantly violate the guidelines out here and monetization policies, and they're still monetized. And then there are a lot of people that have gotten monetized, and it blows my mind how they qualified based on the content they create. Reused content, hateful and abusive content, yada, yada, yada. And I've come to the conclusion that because the advertisers don't really care right now, they just all want to make money. YouTube's saying, all right, let's just open it up. Let's let people talk shit. If people are going to send super chats to drama channels that are talking shit about other YouTubers, and we make 30% of that, and there's a lot of that going through, let's make the money. That's what they're doing, right? That's what they're doing. Elon should focus on running Twitter in similar ways that Google runs YouTube. That's just my opinion, though. But yeah, no, thank you for your feedback, the Ghost of Whoosh Whoosh. You've always been a very logical and reasonable type of guy. Basically, it'll be some type of currency exchange outside of government currencies. Think crypto, but easy to use. Yeah, you're probably right. You see, I think what Elon's trying to do is repeat what he did at PayPal. But I don't think Twitter will ever be what PayPal has become. We've already got PayPal. But what's that word? Not crypto. It's the other word. The different types of currencies. I think even YouTube and Google might start accepting like crypto type of currency. So, yeah, what's that word? Not Bitcoin. Starts with an N. It's like an acronym. A three-letter acronym starts with an N. I can't remember it, and it stands for something. Jetty Sandler. Hey, Jetty Sandler, how you doing? Hi, Elon Musk dated Amber Heard. That is enough for me to know who he is. A wackadoo. Wanted to make you laugh. Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm not trying to convince people to like him or not like him. I'm just saying, and I don't necessarily hate the guy, but I just don't like what he's doing. I don't like his business model, right? In my opinion, he's becoming like another Donald Trump. Yes, he's worth more than Trump, but basically, he's starting to do the same shady things that I feel Donald Trump's been doing for a while, right? And it's just going to come to bite him in the ass, come back to bite him in the ass. But these guys have money and top attorneys, and they find ways to keep going, right? So you're right, Whoosh Whoosh. Some way, somehow, Elon Musk will get out of this unscathed. As far as, what happens to Twitter, I don't think it really matters what happens to Twitter in his eyes. Quite frankly, I like Twitter. It's another place for me to promote my stuff. I've got about, 800 or 900 followers there. I follow about 1,700 people. I would want to grow it and keep growing it. But right now, it's like, I don't know. Is it going to be worth to continue growing Twitter? Or just use it for the people I have there, in case it implodes, And what I always tell people, I've always told people this in the real world, when I used to network in the real world when I sold insurance, is don't count on social media for your contact list. You want to create your own contact list. You can use any mail program. Your phones have a contact list, right? Outlook has a contact list. You want to create some contact list digitally, and then what you want to do is you want to back up that contact list in case you lose your phone or your laptop or your hard drive crashes or something, right? Always have a contact list with emails and phone numbers. Never ever count on just social media, as your contacts, right? And that's what I've always done. NFTs, that's what it is. NFTs. Yeah, that's exactly what I was that's the acronym, NFTs. Elon Musk is going to turn it into like an NFT platform, and see, YouTube and Google have considered allowing, NFTs, integrating NFTs. The video said PayPal is just a payment processor, but what Elon and his partner really wanted was an alternative form of money outside the US dollar. Well, yeah, that's because they want to eliminate government, and I don't agree with that. You see, here's the thing: a lot of people, what Elon Musk is doing, he's trying to make Twitter into the branch of government of Elon, right? He's basically, trying to create his own government, right? And so, yeah, he'd want to create another form of currency that is outside of the government, right? And honestly, I'm not a big fan of that. Because if we don't have enough money running through the government and taxes are paid, we're not going to have a government. And then what's going to happen? Are we going to just shoot each other? I mean, we need government to keep things somewhat sane. And I understand I don't like an abundance of government myself, but having no government, in my opinion, would be worse than having a ton of government. NFTs, I believe, are like cryptocurrency. Like I believe it's the different, what do you call it? I think it's like the different blockchains of cryptocurrency. I'm not a cryptocurrency expert. I haven't gotten into cryptocurrency yet. I was going to get into it many years ago, starting to get into it, and then some things changed, and that kind of went by the wayside. But yeah, someone who's a crypto expert in the chat, please share with us. Tell us more about NFTs. Nightbot doesn't like you. Yeah, well, when I verify it's your channel, I'll mod you. You won't have to deal with it. It's okay. The future timeouts are only 15 seconds, Donnie. So you'll be back right away. And anything noteworthy, the moderators will just paste back in the chat, and then we will read it. We've got 14 people here. We've got 12 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here, folks. Before I get more into today's topic regarding day 11 of the 30-day positivity challenge, I want to remind you, folks, I did 3 streams yesterday. And one of them was with my lady. We did a walking stream yesterday, day 10 of the positivity challenge. Then I did a stream last night with my lady. And, we dubbed it, my lady and I want to make YouTube a more positive place again. And we had one of our newest moderators join us on the panel. Her name is Ginger. If I remember her channel name, is it Out of the Box with Ginger? I think that's what it's called, right? Somebody remind me if they remember her channel name. I'm sorry about that, but Ginger came on the panel with my lady and I, and we just had a really, really great conversation. Ginger is a medium, just like one of our other moderators here, Tam, and we're all going to be collaborating, between all of our channels, and including my lady, because my lady loves the paranormal stuff, and she loves the medium world. She actually has a medium in the area where she lives that that she uses the services of every now and then. And, you know, I'm a dude and I'm very skeptical. I'm sure a lot of people are skeptical about this stuff, especially the guys, right? But, you know, if my lady is into something and it's benefiting her, I want to learn more. So I've been curious to learn more. And Ginger is really, really cool. And so is Tam. And they're just very, very nice ladies that are happily married with their family. And yeah, it was a really positive conversation. Just Ginger was awesome. If you want to check that out, go back, check out the replay. Then last night, after I kept getting a few more comments held for review right here on Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams, I I actually went live to just, you know, set the record straight for people that are trying to take me out of context for whatever. There were a lot of people that commented and trying to say that I'm totally cool with, you know, Brian Laundrie, you know, murdering Gabby Petito. And that wasn't the case. I'm not cool with it. I don't condone it. All I said was, I understand why it happened. It shouldn't have happened. And it was a terrible thing, the most terrible thing he could do. But there's a reason why he did it. It's not a good reason, but there's a reason. And I understand why he did it. She belittled him. That's the bottom line. Women do belittle men to the point of where some men will take it that far. And sometimes men will belittle women to the point of where women will take out the man in the same situation, right? A very, very, you know, very logically thought out opinion that makes a lot of rational sense. Critical thought. So I wanted to do that because a lot of people on YouTube for many years now have tried to take me out of context, primarily to just get a laugh at me and entertain their audience. And I've just decided from this point on, you know, whenever these situations happen, whether they're publicly or through comments that never make it through my help for review filter, or even if they're comments that do make it publicly, if people are going to question that, I'm going to debunk it. My husband just said they can also be tangibles. Many investors like them because they protect you on the downside of the stock market. Okay, have a good day. I have to pick up the twins from band. Awesome, Jenny Sandler. Thank you so much for stopping by. You and your husband have an amazing weekend. We look forward to seeing you again. Hey, Grim Grinning Ghost. Hello, Mr. Melas. Coach Eli or Eli. You can just call me Eli. It's up to you. You're very proper. I remember that. How you been? It's been a little while since we last saw you. How's your Veterans Day going? How's your Friday going? Hope you and your family are doing well. Oh, Rent Jams with the $5 super chat on mobile. Wow, brother. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Man up and donate. Wow. Oh, my God. Dude. You got to send me an email. You and I need to connect. We've been commenting through the comments section. I'll tell you, people have been hitting that super chat and super sticker lately, and they've also been hitting the super thanks. I've had like 3 or 4 super thanks come through on the live stream replays. Hopefully everything is good with you. Yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah. Yeah, you know, here's the thing. I want to make this very clear to everybody. Just because a YouTuber, you know, responds to something regarding what some other creators on the platform or, you know, consumers are commenting on and taken way out of context, you know, when I react to something like that or give a response to that, I'm just coming out and taking a stance and reinstating that, hey, this is what I said. And this is the reason why I said it. Because the thing with YouTube is this. I typically don't like to respond to things, right? Especially if they're things that aren't true, right? But if enough people start talking about something about you, and then their videos get seen more than yours, then, those people may think, or people that come across those videos may think that what those people are saying are right about you. So every now and then, even someone like me who likes to keep things positive has got to do a response like that. Donnie Shasho with the $1.79. Is that European or London? Thank you so much, Donnie. Your money's worth more here. That's actually like $2.12 American. Oh, that's the KGO News Shopper. Thank you so much, Donnie. Man, that's awesome. And again, thank you, Ranch Jams. Awesome as well. Thank you so much. We've got 13 in the box, 16 thumbs up, and $7.12 in super chats. It automatically converts it for you on the screen, even on mobile. UK King dollars are the pound, and they're worth more than American money, brother. Thank you. Thank you for that, man. I really appreciate it, Donnie. Donnie, it's really great to see you again, dude. Yeah, are we still connected on Facebook? Because if we are, yeah, send me a message, and I will moderate your channel for the future. Scotty Unchained 2.0. What's going on, Scotty? What's going on, Holly's hauntings and happenings? I can't keep up. Everyone's showing up right now. Donnie says, we got to pay that T-tax. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. The T-tax. You remind me, Donnie. I used to make fun of the lady content creators out here. And because I've always gotten along with the ladies. I get along more so with the ladies than most guys. But I get along with everyone. You're cool, Donnie, and we have a bunch of decent men here. But I've always really gotten along with, I've always gotten along with most women, right? And I was going to create a show on my channel called Tea Time with Coach Eli for the ladies, but never got to that. Who knows? Maybe my lady can run that show, Tea Time. We're not going to dox her yet. We sometime next year, you guys will all see her. You guys and gals will all see her. And you'll know her name, you'll know everything. And then we're going to create a show for her. Because let me tell you, that woman I'm with, she's probably sleeping right now, taking a nap. But that woman, man, God bless her. She's got a lot of fire in her belly. And it's good fire. Sometimes she will shoot from the hip, but what person doesn't? Especially women that are emotional. There she is. No, I just got home. There's my lady. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally. I can't keep up, babe. We're on fire today, baby. Donnie Shaw Show is a guy I've known for over 4 years out here on YouTube. And he sent us over $2 worth of U.S. money from London, Europe. I think it was London he was saying. That's where he's at. And then Ranch Jam sent us $5 U.S. And we also got a $5 super thanks on a comment yesterday, and I can't remember what the name of the account was. They've been here before. If they come around, they can remind me. If not, I will acknowledge them on a future show. And Scotty sent a few super thanks. Holly sent the super thanks over the last week. Thank you, everyone. My lady and I really, really appreciate you folks. We really do. We put in a lot of time and effort into bringing more positivity into this world and your lives. And we really truly want to help as many people as possible. I pay my tithy each week like this. Is that a good idea, Eli? You know what, Fart Jams, aka Ranch Jams? It's Fart Jams, not Ranch Jams. He used to be Ranch Jams. Bro, you do you any way you want to do it, bro. You've got a standing invitation here anytime. Same with the rest of you folks. So, yeah, bro, whatever floats your boat, man. But I appreciate your kindness, man. I appreciate your kindness. You do you. Surprise me, dude. Whatever you want to do, man. I'll tell you this, folks. It feels really, really nice for things to be finally turning around here in my neck of the woods, along with my lady, the Coach Eli network of channels really have turned around with lots of positive people and supportive, positive people. It's been a 5+ year, almost 5.5 year process, right? And it still has its challenges at times. But one thing that both my lady and I have in common, and that we want to help you folks get to that level as well, is that we just never give up. We never, ever, ever give up, no matter what. We keep finding ways to move forward. Maybe we have to shift things around a little bit, right? Change things up. But my lady and I never, ever lose focus of our purposes and what makes us happy. I got a few people coming here. Grim Grinning Ghost. Grim Grinning Ghost is actually a good person. Scotty, did you time Grim Grinning Ghost out by mistake? You probably did. Maybe you're driving. What did Grim Grinning Ghost say? Scotty timed you out, I think, by mistake for 300 seconds. Yeah, it's probably a mistake. I need to get back on the YouTube. I'd be up for collaborating. Yeah, Donnie, listen, let's get you on a panel here so I can make people aware that you're back. Because there have been a lot of people that have been asking about you behind the scenes. And I'm also a part of the hashtag I am a creator community on Facebook. There's a group there run by James Cox. And I think you're still on that page, Donnie. A lot of the great people are still there. So yeah, we can do... we can get you on a panel, sometime over the next week, and let's do it, man. Let's get you back out there. Yeah, it was a mistake because I dropped my phone. I'm sorry, Grim Grinning Ghost. Scotty accidentally timed you out. What did Grim Grinning Ghost say? Can somebody on a computer copy and paste what they said? Hashtag awesome sauce. I do a panel too. Absolutely, Fart Jams, a.k.a. Rant Jams. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally. It is nothing that was said. Just check the private mod chat. All right. I'll be right back. All right. We're back live. We are back live. I got the message from behind the scenes. Excellent. Babe, can you take care of what was mentioned in the chat back there? Can you take care of it here on the front end? I would appreciate it. You know what to do. Wow, that's I'm not surprised. Let's just put it that way. I'm really not surprised. I'm not gonna mention specifically But thank you to the person that made me aware behind the scenes. Thank you for that. No need to comment publicly or anything like that. No worries. For some people, this YouTube thing is just one big game. And I will say this is not a game to me. This is my purpose. This is what I believe in. This is how I want to help people, right? But it just, Donnie says, I'm only going to 2 other chats, Jeanette and Johnny 5. Okay, cool, bro. Right on. Farchian says, I'm delivering orders and listening, so I may not chat much. Are you, or what are you doing, like DoorDash, or are you doing, what's the other one? Isn't like Postmates still around? And then there's Uber Eats too, right? DoorDash, yeah. Yeah. Are you doing DoorDash full-time or part-time? Yeah, I heard that depending on the area you do it, you can make some pretty decent money. And if you do it like 40 hours a week, like full-time, you can make $4 or $5 grand a month. I feel like we have a great destiny on YouTube too. It's my full-time job. Well, that's awesome, bro. You know, this is the thing. There's a little kid there on a bike. And they're walking the trail with their mother. They're the kids that hopped on the trail right before I got on. They actually made it to this side pretty quick. Sorry, Donnie, you were timed out. I'll take care of that after the show, man, once I verify it's you. I'm sure it's you, but I just want to make sure. $5 grand a month doing DoorDash? Yeah, no, dude, it's very lucrative, dude. I mean, yes, it's not super big bucks, but honestly, you can make $4 to $5 grand a month in like hotspot areas. Like my lady used to do it part-time in the past when she was with her ex years ago. Hey, Ginny Ann. Good evening, Eli and friends. Hey, Ginny Ann. How are you doing? Ginny Ann's our latest channel member. Welcome to the show. Let me see something here real quick. All right, I took care of it myself. Moderators, you don't need to say anything, but I took care of it myself. You can just say cool if you saw that. Only moderators can see that. Yeah, you got me right, Holly. And Holly, no, I'm not surprised one bit. I'm not surprised one bit. Doing well, and thank you for the warm welcome. Absolutely. And feel free to ask as many questions as you like in the chat. We'd love to help you with whatever you need help with, and bring you the positive vibes that I'm sure you would like. Who doesn't like positive vibes? Well, negative people don't. But the negative people just haven't figured out how good it feels to be a positive and loving and lovable type of person, right? They haven't worked through their internal demons yet, right? And that's okay. Everyone's going to figure that out at a different pace, right? By the way, is my audio sounding okay today? Can you hear this? I want to make sure that my audio is coming through from my actual mic, because several shows ago I had some issues, so I just want to make sure. I need some motivation for YouTube? Well, you've come to the right place. You know I've always wanted to work with you, bro. Yes, we can hear you. Yes, you sound good here. Thank you. Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you so much for the sound check. Yeah, no, what happened, Donnie, you weren't here. For some reason, when I started a walking stream a few days back, my audio was coming through my onboard audio on my iPhone 12 Pro Max. Even though I had my external mic plugged in and everything, there was a glitch. And for the first half of the show, until I reset it, the audio sounded kind of distant because it was coming from the actual onboard audio. And you could hear a little bit of the wind because I don't have a windscreen on the onboard audio. The windscreen's here on the external mic. Yeah, find me on Facebook Messenger, fella. Yeah, I will. Yeah, we should still be connected out there. I'll find you. I'll message you, because I know it's you, because we messaged there before, and we'll reconnect, bro. I'm really thrilled to see you here, man. I'm always thrilled to see you here, man. I mean, you're a guy that went through a lot, bro. I mean, you went through stuff right around the same time I went through things with women. And now, dude, wait, hey, Donnie, didn't you say you found another woman? Are you with another woman right now, or are you just kind of laying low for the time being? I thought you said you found another good woman, if I remember correctly, dude. I usually have good memory. Remind me if you're okay with that. But I've got a new woman now. I've been with her for 15 months. And, man, when you have the right woman that respects your purpose and respects who you are as a man and treats you right, it's real easy to treat a woman like that right. It's real easy. It's real easy to treat this woman right. My phone died, had to get on my laptop. Welcome back, Scotty. Scotty, how's your weekend going? Did you, obviously you made it back safely. Did you drive that entire way back from, you were hanging out with Jay Young, right? Did you drive back that entire way after you left the hotel? You had like 5 hours to go. Or did you stop and pull over and get some rest, or just you'd get a lot of coffee and stuff, or energy drinks? How did you do that? I've been in those situations before where I had to drive a long distance because of, circumstances changing. So I get it. I've been in your shoes. Good, yeah. I ended up pulling over and sleeping a bit. Where did you stop? At a rest stop, or like in a safe parking lot or something like that? I'm sure you found a spot you felt safe at. Because those rest stops, I wouldn't trust them to sleep anywhere. You never know who's going to show up. We don't want the next Brian Laundrie showing up. No, I rented another room somewhere. So you paid for 2 rooms. You got a nicer room, like a Best Western or something, right? Even a Motel 6 would be better than those crappy independent like hotels or motels. The flea-baggy ones. The Motel 6s are even better than those nowadays. Yep, LOL. Had plenty of money to do so. Well, thank you for projecting that you have plenty of money to do that. I know you've been questioning about your money just like I have out here on YouTube, Scotty. So that's Scotty, I'm laughing along with you. I hope you understand that. I've been questioned about every little damn thing in my life out here on YouTube, right? I'm surprised that these people haven't questioned if I'm a digital character or a real person, right? Now, there's only one person that's ever seen me. Actually, two people have seen me. Two people from the YouTube streets have actually seen me at Red Morton Park, and I'm not going to mention who they are, but they know who they are. But besides them, no one else has actually seen me physically. So at least they know I'm an actual person. I even approached one of them live on the air, but I didn't put his face on the screen. I earn very good money, just not good with it. Yeah, I hear you, bro. It's, Donnie, here's the thing. If there's one thing I've always been good at is maximizing and budgeting my money. You can ask my lady that. My lady is just like you. No disrespect, Donnie. She's and she said it herself, she's horrible with money. So when she moves in, like, I'm running the finances. Now, I'll keep her in the loop, or abreast, another word, in the loop. Same, Donnie. You see, I know her, man. and so, what that makes me think here. It makes me think that we need to do a show on money management, how to budget yourself better. If you folks want me to do a show on that at some point, I'd probably do it from the studio, because I would want to show you graphs and stuff like that. I'd make it interesting and interactive, and we can bring people on the panel. But I think we need to do a show on how to manage your money better and stretch your money, especially during rough economic times like a recession or right now where the inflation is at an all-time high and things are costing more. So are you trolling, Jams? Jams is always like that. No, Fart Jams is real. I'm going to end up moderating Fart Jams at some point soon as well, once we connect behind the scenes. He's been around for like over 4 years. Holly knows him very well. I know him well. He came from the I Am a Creator community, a positive community of aspiring small YouTubers. That's where I met a lot of these people years ago. This has nothing to do with the drama sphere, Scotty. I love to hang out with non-drama sphere people. You know why? Because non-drama sphere people use logic and reasoning to respond to things, and they're very reasonable people. Drama sphere people like just overreact emotionally, and that's all they do. And I can't do anything with that. I can't. All I can do is say is you're lashing out or you're projecting or whatever. Like there's no upside. There's like no upside with drama people, right? But with these I'm a Creator people, they are some of the most amazing people I met. I'm blessed to have found that community years ago and done all the networking I did. Right, Fart Jams, aka Rant Jams? Got 12 in the box, 18 thumbs up. Folks, again, thank you to Fart Jams for the $5 super chat, and Donnie for the over $2 US super chat from his country. Folks, if you feel in your heart and soul that you're getting value from the content that my lady and I provide here and will be providing, please consider making a donation in any amount based on the value you feel you are receiving. You can do so in one of many ways. You can go to the bottom of the chat, hit the super chat or the super sticker, and send a super chat, which is a highlighted message. Or you can send a super sticker if you don't feel like typing something out and you want to express yourself through a animated GIF, right? Also, on the live stream replays, once they finish processing, and the current one, lately they've been taking 12 hours to process, but you can always go to a live stream replay that's been processed or any pre-recorded video when a creator's not live on a monetized channel, and look for the heart that says thanks on it. That's called the super thanks. And you can send a highlighted comment with your donation through the comment section of any pre-recorded video or live stream replay once it is done processing. Now, I believe there are only 4 options. There's $2, $5, $10, and $50 on the Android. On the Apple, it's $1.99, $4.99, $9.99, and $49.99. Apple does the 99-cent thing. So that way it lets us creators know that that payment is not being processed through Google. It's being processed through Apple. And then Apple sends the money to Google and takes a little additional fee on top of the 30 cents, on top of the 30% that Google takes. Don't worry, if you have an iPhone and you want to use it, don't worry. It's not a big deal to me. But it comes out to basically almost another like 10%. So when you donate $10 or $9.99 through an iPhone, like I get like 60% of that. I get like $6 of it, which is, it's fine, not a big deal. And it's more about the thought that counts. Just letting a few people pass on by. Traffic is very light on the 101. I think because it's Veterans Day, a lot of people are off. When I did the thanks donation the other day, it showed some animation when it posted. It was cool. Yeah. And see, I think Elon, like I was saying at the beginning of the show, I think Elon Musk needs to take a page from Google and YouTube on how YouTube is being run. And maybe he'll stop running Twitter into the ground. I mean, look, and quite honestly, I don't even care that they take 30%. Like, just to have another option while you're live or on a pre-recorded video or live stream replay to send a highlighted comment to somebody that's monetized to support them, it's a pretty cool thing, right? And in most cases, it's easier for people to do that instead of, going to my Cash App or PayPal, which are the other options. You can go to Cash App at $TheRealCoachEli or PayPal at paypal.me/Coach Eli. And donations are greatly appreciated, but they are not required. And my lady and I are very grateful and thankful. We feel very blessed. People have really stepped it up and started to support us. And it touches our hearts. And every little bit adds up and counts. Let me tell you that. And regardless of what anyone has said out there, I'm not a rich man. I have bills to pay. And it helps. It does. So let me see. What else is here in the chat? We got 20 in the box, 19 thumbs up. Was very disturbing, Holly. I've been with this D-Rama folk on their Discord is full of hate and violence. Oh, drama. Oh, yeah. That is a blocked word. Yeah, I'm glad you figured that out, Donnie, until we get to your mod wrench, because the word drama is actually blocked here for a reason. That's a good way to bypass the filter, dude. Good job, brother. But I get what you're saying. Like, that's why I don't run a Discord anymore. I used to have a Discord, and just too many bad things happen on Discord. All the drama people have Discord, or they have a Discord because they get all their supporters back there, and when they want to go hate bomb and hate attack, dislike mob a channel, they go in there, okay, live, go dislike him, go be the dislike mob. Yeah. Eli's live, go and create 10 soccer accounts and troll the shit out of him, right? That's what they do. It's pretty pathetic. I have better things to do with my time. That's why I don't run Discords anymore. Everything right now I do is being run through Facebook. Why? Because I can verify anyone that's a moderator here and stuff like that. I can verify that they're real. Now, there are a few exceptions I've made. Some people want to remain private. They've done their time, and they've earned my trust. But for the most part, people that I work with and or moderate as well, we connect on Facebook because then I know you're a real person. It's a lot more difficult to clone and to create more Facebook accounts. Google accounts, they're a dime a dozen. Dime a dozen. Wow. What's the wow for, Fart Jams? More specific, man. I'm playlisting. Thank you so much, Fart Jams. Yeah, Ranch Jams is a unique, fun guy. He does a lot of parodies. No, that's cool. I'm totally up for that. I think I'm just jaded, I think, says Scotty. Okay, cool. Just seemed like an odd comment. So let's talk about the topic here. This is episode number episode number 441. No, not 41, sorry, 421. I'm all over the place. Yesterday was 420, episode 420. I think you missed it, baby, but that's okay. Your favorite number, 420. This is episode number 421 of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose Live edition. And today, I started talking about this at the beginning of the show, but I'm going to say some more about it again because I really want men and women to understand this, okay? Because this is what turned my life around. This is what changed me as a man from the way I used to be in my teens and 20s to the man I became starting in my early 30s and continue to become a better man each and every day. And the topic is think logically, not emotionally. Think logically, not emotionally. Scotty Unchained 2.0 in the chat says, so I went shopping last night for cat food and found a sale on some really nice items of clothing. That made me feel positive. That's great, Scotty. Scotty, also look online. I'm sure you look online. I got my lady hooked on Under Armour. Under Armour has some of the best sports apparel that can also come off as regular apparel. I've got some really nice Under Armour shirts and sweats and just different types of apparel and hoodies and stuff like that. And I always get them at 50 to 70% off the retail price because I shop in the Under Armour outlet online. And there are times, see, those things are already 30 to 50% off. And then there are times where they offer an extra, 30 to 40% off the already discounted prices. I was sharing with my lady the last order we did several months ago, like 5-6 months ago. We got like almost $900 worth of clothing for about $350. Like we got like 18 pieces of clothing, like 9 each. And we're talking like good stuff, like nice polo shirts that are normally $70 that I got for like $25 or a little less than $25. Great deals. So yeah, when you find those bargains, Scotty, especially if they're brand designer label stuff at a bargain, snatch them up, whether you're in a store or online. Smart shopping. And the funny thing is, they still make profit off of that. I found a whole case of hairspray I got about a year ago for a steal online in the back of my closet when I cleaned it out about a month ago. Awesome. Yeah, my lady will tell you, I'm so stocked up for a rainy day in my closet. I got backups for everything. Backup shampoo, backup conditioner, backup parts for my phones, backup toilet paper, backup everything. Nowadays, you gotta stock your stuff up because, if there's like another trucking strike or something like that, right? You want to be able to weather that storm until things get back on track. When we had that trucking strike a little over a year ago or a year and a half ago, whenever it was, like I was fully stocked. And a lot of stuff was running out of stock, even at Costco. It was harder to get things. But I was so fully stocked that I was able to go through my stock, and right before I ran out, I was able to order stuff again. They started getting things back in. Things started to turn around. So you always need to think ahead and stock up to weather any potential storm. That's another thing I want to help people with. That's more like called prepping. Like there are prepper channels out here. I'm not as crazy of a prepper as some of these people are, but I like to be stocked up on essential things for at least a couple of months to weather any situation, weather any storm, figuratively and literally. But here in the San Francisco Bay Area, we don't have to worry about storms like you folks get back east or like in Florida and stuff with all the hurricanes and stuff like that and tornadoes. We just have earthquakes and sometimes some big rainstorms, but they don't affect us in the same ways that the excessive water and flooding does with the hurricanes. Me too, RMP, says Scotty Unchained 2.0. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally, my lady says packages randomly show up because when I can't sleep, I shop. Then I totally forget about it till it arrives. It's like Christmas. I never forget what I order. I order with purpose. Baby, just like I walk with purpose, this is walking with purpose, right? I order with purpose. Baby, you're a normal woman. You order based on emotion, right? Let's talk about that, and then I'll get through the rest of the chat, right? So if you want to be a happy person, if you want to become a happy person and stay a happy person, or if you're already happy and you want to remain happy, for both men and women, this is my advice. This is what's worked for me and what I've seen has worked for other modern day women in this modern world of women being liberated and independent, etc., right? You've got to think logically, not emotionally. Now, I understand, like I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the show, that women are emotional beings. They respond to everything emotionally first based on how they're feeling in the present moment, right? And then they may reason with logic afterwards. I get that. That's normal. You can't change that about women. That's how they are at a natural and biological level, even in this modern world of women working and being liberated, being independent, yada, 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 right? Okay? But when I say think logically, not emotionally, I'm not telling women to turn the emotion off. I'm saying in certain cases, for example, like I was saying earlier, if you're going to respond to people out here on YouTube and use critical thought to respond, which is what you should do, an emotional response is not going to be a logical response. It's not going to be a response with critical thought. It's going to be you just whining and complaining like a little female dog, right? That, didn't get fed on time or something, right? Or didn't get enough, pets for that day, petting, strokes, however you call it, right? Okay? In this modern world, and I hate to say it, ladies, if you want to be truly happy, you've got to learn at times to turn the emotion off and think logically. And I think most of you are capable of doing it. Some of you, it's harder than others. I get it, right? And for my lady, it's very hard. My lady's a very emotional woman. She is very feminine, right? And she's nice and sweet unless she feels she's being wronged or someone's attacking her or whatever, right? and she's very smart too. Don't get me wrong. You are very smart, babe. But you just proved it here with your shopping habits, right? With your shopping habits, you're like, I get bored, I watch TV at night, and then I buy shit. You buy that shit because the thing you see on TV or on your phone, right, is creating an emotional response, right? And you're not logically thinking about, okay, how much money is it going to cost me? How much is it going to set me back? Do I really need this, or am I just buying this to appease my emotions, right? And that's what a lot of companies do. They market their products to get to people, primarily women, emotionally. Now, some men they can get to emotionally as well, because some men act like women, no disrespect, right? But most normal, decent men are going to think logically first, and then may respond with some emotion. And even as a woman, if you think logically first, okay, I'm not saying to not have any emotional feelings while you're thinking logically. But if you think logically first, despite how it makes your emotions feel, you're going to always do the right thing, right? And in this modern world where women are working, for example, if you're working for a boss that is mean and you don't like, but is paying your bills, and the way you feel about him emotionally in any particular moment is that he's a shitty boss, if you react on your emotions, ladies, and say you're a shitty boss, they're going to fire you, right? So that's your emotional side, based on how you feel, right? But if you use logic and reasoning and say, hey, I know I'm emotionally triggered because my boss is an asshole, right? And I really want to tell that motherfucker off, right? But if I do that, I'm going to get fired, right? That's your logical side coming in. If you use your logic, if you think logically, even you ladies, think logically most of the time instead of emotionally, it's going to make you a lot happier, and you're going to make the right decisions better the first time around. Now, again, I'm not saying for women to not have emotions. You're going to have emotions, right? But when it comes to certain things, because of the fact that you're liberated nowadays, and a lot of you are on your own without a man, right? And even if you're with a man, you're still expected to have some logic nowadays, or think logically nowadays. I'm not saying women didn't have logic before, but nowadays, ladies have stepped it up, and you got to really start to look at things from more of a logical aspect. The Ghost of Whoosh Whoosh, question about women in marriage. Can a woman use up all her good feelings working for a boss, and then when she comes home, can't treat her husband decently because she's spent? I think what you're saying, the Ghost of Whoosh Whoosh, is if you have a woman, and I've kind of talked about this before, and I'll share it again. It's been a while since I've talked about this, and I think back in the days, I was talking about this too, but I've had a lot more experience since then, so I can say it more clearly. So let's say that you have a woman in a managerial position. She goes to work. She's managing 10 people below her, right? And the role of a manager has always been a role that requires more masculine energy to be exuded than feminine energy, right? Now, if you have a man do that job, men are automatically supposed to be masculine, right? No problem. But when you have a woman, that's very well capable of doing a management job, she is going to be exuding more masculine energy than feminine energy, because that's what the job requires. Because if she's too soft, none of the employees are going to respect her. And then, she's not going to be able to delegate effectively to get the work done through her employees, and eventually she'll get written up 3 times and get fired by the boss, by the superior, right? So basically I think what you're saying is that women will go to work, and they're in jobs that require them to exude more masculine energy than feminine energy, right? And then when they come home to their husband, they're so spent and they're still in that masculine mode, right? Because they're so used to being dominant at work that they can't come home and turn it off like a switch and be more submissive to their husband, right? Or their man, right? Now, here's the thing, the ghost of whoosh whoosh. My woman is a good balance of masculine and feminine energy. And I agree with what Coach Corey Wayne has said many times. And I'm sure you know who he is. Many people do. And he's another great coach out here. Coach Corey Wayne, who's a conservative, and I like him. I like him. A great guy. He says, both men and women need to be in their natural and biological essence 70 to 80% of the time. Men need to be exuding more masculine energy 70 to 80% of the time, and women need to be exuding feminine energy 70 to 80% of the time. On the flip side, no problem with a man exuding feminine energy 20 to 30% of the time, and no problem for a woman to exude masculine energy 20 to 30% of the time. But if a woman exudes more than 30% masculine energy on any given day, and a man exudes more than 30% feminine energy on any given day, the sexual polarity between the man and the woman is going to be flipped. There's going to be no spark. There's going to be no sexual attraction. There's going to be no respect, right? But here's the thing for me. Like, I want my woman to be my equal as possible. Now, she's better at me than some things. I'm better than her at some things. But together we make a great team. And what I lack, she fills in. And what she lacks, I fill in, right? And I like to look at it this way. You know, back in my father's days, my father would say, behind every man is a good woman. That's how it used to be. For me, I don't want my woman walking behind me or in front of me. I want my woman walking alongside me. If I can't respect my woman to walk alongside me, then why am I with her? And the same thing on the flip side, right? Look, men and women should be as equal as possible. The difference is we are biologically different, right? We are biologically capable of doing different things. And I'm not saying that women can't even do the things that the big, strong men do. There are women out there that are bodybuilders that look like the female version of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I wouldn't date them. I'm not attracted to that shit. I don't want to date a woman that looks like a man. No disrespect. But it's not about, trying to tell women what to do. It's about being as equal as possible. Be as equal as possible. Respect each other as each other's equals, while understanding that we are biologically different. And I hope that makes sense. The ghost of whoosh whoosh. I think that's what you were asking. And I think you were asking about the masculine and feminine energy. And when women go to work, they're acting like the boss babes, right? All badasses. And then they try to bring that home to their husband. And it's like, I've never dated a woman like that, but I actually screened out many women when I was on the dating apps when I was single before I met my lady that came off like boss babes, and I'm like, no thanks. I'm not going to put up with that. I don't want to date or marry a woman that's going to try to be the man in the relationship. It wouldn't work. At the same time, I would never disrespect my woman by being so dominant and saying, hey, woman, I'm the man, you're the woman. I don't have to say that. I know I'm the man. She knows she's the woman. And together we're cool. We're just naturally happy together, right? The ghost of whoosh whoosh. In my life, the world is full of these bossy women. I agree. Oh, dude. Here where I live, the Asset Bay area. Oh, come on, man. Listen. I'm going to keep it real here, okay? Look, I love everyone. I don't care what your political party preference or choice is, right? But let's face it, this is the liberal capital of the world here where I live. And I am a slightly left liberal, but I'm more down the middle, like I always say. But we've got some really, really woke people here, dude. And the woke people, especially the woke women, I've always stayed away from the woke women. Woke. Get woke, go broke. You know what? I will agree with the conservatives on the get woke, go broke. I am not about the woke culture. I'm not. Even living here in the Bay Area, I'm not about the woke culture. No way. uh, I'm not against the Me Too culture and women being protected, but I'm also not for women playing the role of the victim and taking advantage of these Me Too, type of programs and stuff. Oh, look at me, look at me, look at me, pity me, hashtag me too. Well, yeah, I mean, if you were genuinely abused or done wrong, that's one thing. But if you're going to play the role of the victim when you haven't been wronged, I have a problem with that. Interesting point, Fartjam. Fartjam says women experience the world at the extremes, which allows infinite potential. That's why they have babies. They are the power of creation. Men simply have the power to bring order to it. Amen, brother. I know most people may not understand what you said there, but this is how I interpret it. What you're basically saying is the biological difference between men and women. Okay? Like I've been saying, men are more logical creatures that, use logic and reasoning in every situation. Women typically are going to respond to everything emotionally first based on how they're feeling in the present moment, right? And again, it's not that women aren't capable of being logical. That's just not how they're biologically hardwired, right? So the man needs to come in and balance that out in the woman, like I do with my woman, and the woman needs to come in and balance out the rough around the edges type of Eli, like my woman's done for me. I've always been a good guy, but hey, as a guy, I got testosterone, baby. I'm going to be a little rough around the edges at times. And, my lady just does a great job of, Got 14 in the box. 14 thumbs up. Let's see if we can get one more thumbs up before we go off the air. Let's get it to 15 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up and share this out. And get any final questions, comments, or concerns in the chat. We're going to be going off the air in just a second. You and Ols, LOLs are so cute together. Who's LOLs? Oh, LOLs is your vice. Oh, you're talking about fart jams. Glad to see some gentlemen in here tonight. Yeah, me too. I was looking at my analytics today, Holly. I'm glad you mentioned that. You're glad to see some gentlemen here because we've been seeing a lot more ladies lately. But I'm looking at my analytics for Coach Eli 2 authentic live streams. And 53% of my audience is women and 47% is men. So it's really balanced out. And when I first started doing this, my audience years ago was literally like over 90% men. I couldn't keep women around initially. And I think it was when I was, knee deep in the MGTOW stuff. So I get past this MGTOW stage of hanging around and creating content with the angriest and most bitter men. And now my audience levels off to pretty much 50-50 men and women. And my audience now is actually 70+% in the US. Before that, it was all over the place because of the MGTOW thing was like globally, right? There were times where I had a bigger audience like in another country or even Canada, and the US was number 3. Now, my audience is 70% plus US. Now, don't get me wrong, we love the other countries, but you should always be able to naturally more so attract people from your own area. And then if you come across some great people from other countries, like Donnie and anyone else that's from another country. That's great. It's a bonus. LOL, great minds think alike, fart jams. We got 15 thumbs up. Thank you for that, folks. All right. I'm going to wrap this up, folks. Day 11 of the 30-day positivity challenge in the bags. By the way, I forgot to mention real quick, my lady and I are looking to find the most positive person throughout our communities here. Oh, wow. Ginny Ann with the $4 super sticker. Thank you so much, Ginny Ann. That's far too kind. Is that for a cup of coffee? You know, I actually buy my own coffee. I buy the beans at Costco. I get 3 pounds of Kirkland Colombian Supremo. And it used to be $15 a bag, but now it's $20 a bag because of inflation. Still a good deal at $20 a bag for 3 pounds of high quality Colombian Supremo fresh beans. And I grind them right before I brew it, and it is so incredible. Oh, Ginny Ann, Kirkland makes the best cut. Yes! Yes! And that's where that $4 will go to because you put a little coffee mug there. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. You didn't really ask any questions today, Ginny. But did you enjoy the show? Did you have a good time here? Hope you did. Thank you for the $4 super sticker. You folks are so amazing. Yeah, the Costco, even if you don't live near a Costco, go to the website. It will cost you like 10 or 15% more, but it's still cheaper. Like you can order, instead of $20, it's like $23 for 3 pounds of whole bean coffee, right? Even at $23, okay? That's like what? Less than $8 a pound. Do you know what a pound of coffee is going to cost you, like at a Starbucks or at a Safeway? You're looking at like 15 to $20 a pound and more. I'm so sorry, Ginny Ann. You got timed out for 5 seconds. I'm sorry. My apologies on that. You'll be back, though. You did nothing wrong. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm glad somebody else knows about Kirkland coffee out here. And I used to work for Costco in my younger days, Ginny, for 5.5 years in my early to mid 20s. And after working there a year, it was right around the time where Price Club merged with Costco, and then they called it Price Costco for a year. Then they changed it to Costco Wholesale. Even the old Price Clubs now are Costco Wholesale. The Costco Wholesale here in Redwood City used to be a Price Club. And then they started this Kirkland brand, Kirkland Signature Series. And I'll tell you, pardon my French, but I was working as a cashier at that time there, and they started to have this product called Kirkland Signature Series. And I'm like, what the fuck is Kirkland Signature Series, right? I'm like, is this kind of like the old, like, generic brand crap? Thank you, Holly. I didn't get a chance to even see that. I didn't even get a chance to see that message. That was quick. Thank you for taking care of that. So yeah, I was like, what the hell is Kirkland Signature Series? And then the customer started buying it, and they're like, this is the best quality stuff. And so I went to my general manager at that time, and I'm like, what do you know about this Kirkland Signature Series? You know, did they mention anything to you from corporate or anything? Oh yeah, our label, Kirkland Signature, is made by the actual manufacturers, and we buy it in such bulk and put our label on it to say that, hey, we endorse this product. But that coffee, you know, that Kirkland Colombian Supremo coffee is made by, I believe he said it was Starbucks or somebody. Starbucks or one of the other major companies makes it. I'm like, wow. I'm like, if Starbucks makes that special blend, like, there's no other blend I'm ever buying because I can't even get this blend at Starbucks. And I just fell in love with it. Everything Kirkland is high quality. You can get Kirkland like jumbo peanuts, 2.5 pounds of the best peanuts for like what, $8 or $9, right? You go to the supermarket, get some Planters, little can, you're spending $5-6, right? 2.5 pounds of cashews for what, about $14? That's not a bad deal. I'm a big Costco fan. Whole bean is the only way to go. Great coffee. Amen, Ginny. Sorry you got timed out. I apologize for that. Apologize for that. You should be okay. Sorry. But anyway, again, thank you, Ginny. Thank you for your $4 super sticker or super chat. Sorry, was super sticker. Sorry. Not bad. $11.12 in donations today. Thank you so much, folks. We greatly appreciate it. It's Friday night. I might come back for another show tonight. Got a lot going on. I'm going to talk with my lady later, and she's probably going to come back Monday or Tuesday to spend the rest of the week and weekend with me. And while she's out here, I forgot to mention this earlier. And babe, don't mention this, but my lady is actually going to be, remember I was talking about I'm going to be doing a side hustle for a couple months. And just to make a little extra money, because my lady had some extra expenses in the last couple of months, and it just cost me a lot more. So I gotta refill the reserve up again until this gets going here, more so on YouTube with the coaching business. But my lady is going to actually be working the side hustle with me. That's what I didn't mention. So to those of you out there that are wondering, hey, I was going to mention at the beginning of the show, but I forgot. I got sidetracked by something. For those of you that are curious to know, yes, my lady is going to be working this with me, and it is quite a lucrative self-employment, independent contractor, work from home type of job. She's excited about it. I'm excited about it, and it's going to allow us to continue doing what we're doing here. If there are a few days where we can only do one piece of content and not two because of the side hustle, we'll let you know. But we're super troopers. We're gonna we're gonna try to do everything and just power through it, because honestly we love being here more than anything else. But right now it's time to pull in a little extra money. The holidays are coming. Both my lady and I had some unexpected additional large expenses, and I'm just being proactive and going to do something in addition to bring in a little extra money. Everyone does that in these situations. A lot of people like to scrutinize me for doing things that most other people would do in the same situations. I can never understand that. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just them. Anyway. All right, we're leaving 12 in the box, 15 thumbs up. I may be back tonight. If I'm back tonight, I may do a show with my lady or by myself. It may be in a few hours from now. It may be late night. But keep it locked here, and you'll know if we go live. And if not, I'll be back tomorrow. That being said, you all have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.